What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope everyone had a great 4th of July. And we're back to it. Hey, Zakaria. Glad you're here, man. Appreciate you. Alright, so I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. So, today we're doing the show from the stock exchange, New York Stock Exchange. Was pretty nasty this morning. This morning I was like, oh my god, what is going on? But, towards the end of the day, nice little recovery, so not all that bad. The NASDAQ was in the green, so we're doing the show from the stock exchange today. So, got a great show for you guys today. As always, we're going to be talking about, we'll do our daily stock and crypto review. We got some news about Robinhood today. Always news about Robinhood, and it's never good. So stay tuned for that. And for the analysis today, got a lot of things to talk about for the analysis. I actually had to cut down a few stocks because there was too many. But today we're going to talk about MMAT Metamaterials, MRIN, Marin Software, BLIN, Bridgeline Digital, XELA, already forget what the name of that was, Exela, Exela Technologies, I believe it was, OSAT, that was trending today, that was mooning, and we're going to do BSQR, Bsquare. Talked about most of these last week, and but they're still trending, still mooning, so we'll cover all of that. And as always, we'll get to the Yolos. So yeah, got a lot to cover today. Great show for you guys today. Alright, and before we begin, please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Okay, let's do it. One second. Boom, alright. Actually have to add in a few of these. So give me 1 second. Oops. OSAT. Okay. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. The Dow Jones finishes down 0.6% today. The NASDAQ finishes up 0.4%, and the S&P 500 finishes down 0.2%. So, overall, red day. But like I said, this morning it was a lot worse. So, I'm a little transparent here because I'm wearing green. That's funny. Anyway, yeah, so could have been a lot worse. So, had a little recovery towards the end, so I'll take it. Not all that bad. Okay. Look at that. Apple's still running. Apple's up 1.47%. That's at 142 right now. Finally, Apple is going. Okay. Got Airbnb down 1.24%. ALF down 4.22%. No one's really talking about that anymore, but that was trending for a while. AMC down 3.85%. That's sub 50 now. Interesting. We'll see where that goes. Amazon. This was trending a lot today. Very nice gain for Amazon today. That's up 4.69%. Give that some applause. Okay. Yeah, very nice puff for Amazon. That was like one of the only things that was really doing well today. Got ATOS up 6%. What else we got here? Bed Bath & Beyond down 3.26%. Baidu, that's down 5%. Yeah, these Chinese stocks doing not so hot today. A lot of FUD, a lot of concern over these Chinese stocks. Especially with what happened to Didi. We're not going to cover that today, but yeah, Didi went down a lot. Alibaba's down 2.82%. Yeah, all the Chinese stocks pulling back. Let me add Didi. Okay. BlackBerry up a little bit, up 0.67%. And we got Bridgeline Digital, BLIN. We'll talk about this a little later. That's up 36.34% today. Yep, still going. Talked about it all last week, still going. So we'll cover that. BSQR, Bsquare. That's up 77.14% today. See, that's pulling back in the aftermarket, though. But yeah, crazy gain today. We will discuss that one as well. We got Beyond Meat down 3.48%. CCIV down 2.37%. Coinbase down 2.21%. Yeah, Didi. You know, it's the Chinese Uber, just IPO'd a couple days ago. That's down 19.58%. We're not going to cover that because there's not much to talk about. But basically, China, they had their IPO recently, and China was like, nope, you don't comply. So that got shut down. So because of that, a lot of the Chinese stocks are pulling back. Okay, we got Express down 5.68%. GME is down 1.61%. What else we got here? Cost down 2.22%. What's up, Low Roller? Appreciate you for being here, man. Li Auto is up 2.79%. Interesting. So most Chinese stocks are down, but Li Auto is up. You jumped in MMAT bandwagon today, but it peaked. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but you got it at a pretty decent price. That's the first one we're going to talk about. But pretty decent price here. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But we'll talk about that in a second. XELA is ripping. Yeah, it is. Wow. $2.90 now. Interesting. So maybe there is going to be a squeeze after all. We'll discuss that a little bit later. Okay, where was I? Marathon down 1.88%. Yeah, MMAT, that's up 6.68% today. Not bad, not bad. That's the first one we're going to talk about, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, MRIN, that is up 18.97% today. You want to double your money on MMAT? Yeah, you definitely could. If you got in here at 7, there's a gap down at 14, so good chances it's going to go back up to 14 eventually. And yeah, I saw I saw Newegg. That was pumping. I was going to talk about that one also, but really got too many things to talk about today, so I left Newegg off, but I did see that. Newegg is pumping today. Crazy. And thank you for, yes, I did reach 200 subscribers. So thank you guys for that. Okay, wow, Mudrick Capital, that's down 5.83%. That's the top spec, you know, the baseball cards. Okay. Oxygen up 3.29%. Yeah, this was number 2 trending today. Or number 2 most talked about on StockTwits after AMC. AMC is always number 1. Yeah, that hit 875 in the pre-market, and I dumped it immediately at 875. So nice move there. But I did sell more puts on Oxygen for the $7 strike. So hopefully it doesn't go below 7. But I actually like the stock a lot. Not the actual stock itself, but I like trading the stock. I like swing trading Oxygen. Very good stock to trade. I don't know about holding, but trading definitely. I like it. Okay, we got OSAT, Orbsat Corp. That's up 54.41% today. That's pulling back in the aftermarket, but we'll discuss that. That's one of the stocks we'll talk about a little later. Paper hands, yeah, paper hands all the way. I'm not with that diamond hands stuff. I'm taking the money. I'm running. I don't believe in diamond hands. Sometimes it works, but not me. Okay, Palantir up 1%. Wow. Recon, that's down 5.38%. That thing keeps getting slaughtered. Don't mind the siren, guy. Sorry about that. I'm just going to talk over it. Okay, skills down 3.18%. SoFi, yeah, what happened to SoFi mooning? Everyone on Wall Street Bets must be really upset about that. SoFi was like the big thing last week. SoFi to the moon. Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Virgin Galactic up 3.05%. That's holding pretty strong, surprisingly. Got Square up 2.33%. Tilray down 3%. Tesla down 2.85%. Viacom down 2.92%. Disgusting. Went from 48 right back down to 43. But this was down 4.5% earlier, so I guess I can't complain that much, but that's some BS right there. Yeah, and then XELA Technologies, that's up 42.55% today. And running in the after hours. So we'll discuss that one a little bit later. Zoom $400. Yeah. Up 3%. That's going up a little in the aftermarket, up to 403 now. But yeah. You know, pretty bad day overall. Pretty nasty day. Sorry about that. Pretty nasty day. But all things considered, it could have been a lot worse. It was really bad this morning. Nice little run at the end of the day there. So, you know what? All things considered, I'll take it. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah, a lot of red today, not too much green. Unfortunate, but hey, that's how it goes. Okay, let's take a look at crypto now. And low roller, you saw Nvidia call 2023. Yeah, I think I saw that too. I think I know what you're talking about. I might actually have that. Maybe. I don't remember what I put on the Yolos for today, but I definitely saw a few NVIDIA calls. A lot of NVIDIA, a lot of Amazon. Like real stocks, not meme stocks. So yeah, you know, that's doing really well. NVIDIA, AMD, Amazon. So, good play there by that guy, you know. Leaps for NVIDIA. Can't really go wrong there. Okay, crypto. Alright, so here's crypto. That's up 0.97% today. Pretty sideways. Not too much going on. Let's take a look here. So Bitcoin's down 0.7%. That's below 34,000 again. Nice day for Ether. That's up 3.3%. Binance up 4.5%. Cardano down 1.5%. XRP down 1%. Dogecoin down 1.7%. Uniswap, that's up 10%, 10.3%. Interesting. Really good day for that. Polkadot up 2.5%. Chainlink up 7.7%. Very nice. Everything else is pretty sideways. Bitcoin Cash down 1.25%. Litecoin down 1.6%. NVIDIA is expensive? Yeah, because it's like what? $600 or something for NVIDIA. So yeah, those options are expensive. Shiba Inu swap. Swap to what? I didn't pay attention to that. Okay, interesting. Ether Classic down 1.5%. Yeah, not too bad. Shiba Inu's up 2.9%. Crypto.com up 5%. Yeah, not an eventful day for crypto. A little green, a little red, but nothing too crazy. So, hope you guys made a little tendies on crypto today, but nothing too crazy happening with crypto. Swap on different coins. Not quite sure what that means, but I don't know. Maybe Shiba Inu will will eventually have its day. I don't really believe in it. To me, why don't you just go with Dogecoin? I mean, I'd rather buy Dogecoin for 20 cents than Shiba Inu for 0.00008 cents. Anyway, yeah, that's crypto. So let's get to some news now. Only one piece of news today about Robinhood, of course. And you know it's bad. There's never anything good coming out of Robinhood. So let's take a look at that. Okay. So, Feds seized Robinhood CEO's phone as part of GameStop trading probe. Key points. Robinhood faces dozens of putative class action lawsuits and is under investigation by regulators, state attorneys general, the SEC, FINRA, and the U.S. Department of Justice following the GameStop trading frenzy in January that resulted in multiple trading restrictions for users. The company admitted these numerous litigation battles are expensive and time-consuming, and could seriously damage the company's reputation and financials. Well, is this surprising? Nothing is surprising anymore when it comes to Robinhood. They are an absolute mess. But somehow, they just keep getting business. From new, unsuspecting investors, because they don't know how bad Robinhood really is. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that the phone got seized, but not surprising. Wonder what they found. That'd be interesting. But yeah, so they're IPOing, so they have to disclose this information now. And yeah, got a lot of feds down their back. State attorneys, SEC, FINRA, Department of Justice, everything, everybody's going after Robinhood. Really not good. Not a good look. So, yeah, they say it could seriously damage the company's reputation and financials. Honestly, I don't know how much it's going to affect the reputation. Maybe the financials, but as for reputation, it seems like everyone just forgives Robinhood. No matter what they do, eventually people just forget about it. So, I think eventually this is going to blow over, and Robinhood is just going to carry on with business as normal. But more Robinhood news. Every other day there's something about Robinhood, and it's never good. So, really not surprising. But interesting news here. They seized this phone. I really want to see what what this guy Vlad Tenev what they found in his phone. But anyway, yeah, that's some Robinhood news. Bad Robinhood news. Nothing new. Okay, so that's all the news for today, and let's get on with the let's go to the analysis today. 1 second. Okay, first one, MMAT. Alright, so here's MMAT Metamaterials. That finishes at $7.19 today. That is up 6.68%. And we got some news about this, so let's take a look at that very quickly. Pull it up while this siren passes. Okay, so it says here, the company said it has ended a 27-month-long project to develop a non-invasive glucose sensing prototype, which combine radio wave and optical sensors to improve accuracy in predicting glucose level changes. The company said the developed biosensing prototype was supported with about $1.25 million from Innovative UK, part of UK Research and Innovation, a non-departmental public body funded by a grant in aid from the UK government. Okay. Yeah, this came out of nowhere. So, breaking news. Didn't hear anything about this. There wasn't any rumors or anything about this, no talk about this. So, breaking news, positive bullish news. So, not sure how much this had to do with the stock price going up today, but probably had something to do with it. It was up 11% earlier. But came back down to 6.7%. So a little pullback there. Anyway, let's analyze this. Okay. So right now, it looks like it's consolidating. We had the pump up, and we had the dump, and now it looks like we're getting some consolidation between $8 and $6.65. It looks like $6.70, between $8 and $6.70. It's been consolidating, trading between those two price ranges for the past couple trading sessions. So, right now it's sitting trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 740 and 670. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 740, $8, $8.50, $9.70, $10.70, $11.60, $14, $16, $17.80, $20, and then the all-time high of $21.76. Hey Joe, your ATHA calls came back. Well, glad for you, man. Forget exactly what the strike was, but very happy for you. Congratulations on that. Yeah, I think I saw that. ATHA. I mean, they should keep coming back. This is pretty ridiculous. It's oversold right now, undervalued, huge gap down. So it should continue to keep going up. Not financial advice, but looking at the chart, does look like it's gonna keep recovering. Zakaria, PBTS, sure. I'll get to that after I'm done with MMAT. Okay, now if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 670, 570, 520, 450, 360, and then 260. And it really shouldn't go below 260. It seems like there's pretty strong support at 260. So the RSI is currently at 47, so that's pretty average, very average actually. You know, average is 50, so right around average. So according to the RSI, this price, 720, seems to be pretty fair value. The volume is decreasing significantly. It did 20 million volume today, and every day the volume is coming down. You know, so we had that crazy pump like 2 weeks ago, and ever since then the volume has been going down every single day, slowly, but it's coming down every single day. So So I wouldn't expect anything crazy to happen in the short term, based on the volume and the RSI. It seems like things are coming back down to normal. But again, we are getting some consolidation, so I think it's going to consolidate for a while. Can't say how long, but it's probably going to consolidate for a little bit, and then eventually we're probably going to see a breakout again after it's done consolidating. And we do have this gap down at $14, which never filled. So, you know, whenever something gaps down, the gaps usually do fill, so I do expect this to go back up to $14 eventually. Can't say when, but eventually the gaps usually do fill. So, so this may be a good time to buy in right here. Not financial advice, but, like I said, it looks like it's consolidating right now. So if you want to buy in here and hold for a little bit, it seems like eventually this will recover. And it might go to the downside, but based on the charts, looks pretty unlikely. And even if it does, it probably won't go down to the downside that much. So in the short term, I really don't expect too much price action. It's probably going to consolidate between 8 and 670 and eventually break out again. So I would say if you want to go long, if you're willing to hold this, that seems like a pretty good idea. If you want to hold through consolidation and wait for a breakout, that seems like a good idea. And if you want to go short, probably not the best play. You might be able to make a little bit of money, but there's really not too much, downside potential here, I would say. So, I would say if you want to go long and you want to hold, seems like a decent play. And if you want to go short, I probably wouldn't recommend that. You might be able to make some money, but probably not going to make too much. So that is Metamaterials, MMAT. It was coming down for a little bit, but now it seems like we're finding some support, and it's finally consolidating, and hopefully soon we're going to see a recovery. Okay. If it reaches 14, yeah, man, eventually it probably will hit 14. That's a great price. Right there at the gap down. So, yeah, man, as long as you hold, diamond hands. Diamond hands.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
Yeah, so, not financial advice, but as long as you hold, it seems like you'll be okay, man. Seems like it will eventually go back to 14. I actually have, I sold puts on this for the 5 strike. So, highly doubt it's going to go below 5, but if it does, I get to buy this at $5. And, great price there. And I make money on the premiums. Ali Mansour. Yeah, we're going to do XELA. We're going to get to that. We're going to do MRIN and BLIN and then XELA. So, if you want, you can stick around for that. I'll get to that eventually. Or you could come back for the playback, after the show. PBST. Okay. Well, yeah, we got a cup and handle here. Yeah, the top of the cup was formed right here at like 370, 360-ish. So we got the cup here. So it's probably going to pull back and form the handle. What's this, 360 and $1? So what's that, 260, 1/3. So this is probably going to pull back to like around here, like 230-ish, I would say. Between the $2 and $1 range, it's probably going to pull back because we got the cup and handle. So the handle is probably going to pull back and form the handle, and then it's going to consolidate and break out again. Not financial advice, just my opinion, but that's usually what happens with the cup and handle. So honestly, right now might be a good time to sell because it's looking like it's going to pull back, and the RSI is at 68. So, not quite overbought and overvalued, but pretty much there. Almost there. So, if I were in this one, I'd probably dump right now. And if you really like the stock that much, then, look to buy back in after we get a handle. Okay. Now let's do MRIN. Okay, here's MRIN. That finishes at $24.14 today. That is up 18.97%. I see in the aftermarket it's pulling back a little bit. So yeah, we got another all-time high today. This thing just keeps running. I think it's an all-time high. Yeah, it is. So it hit 27.26 today, and that formed another all-time high today. It seems like every single day this thing just keeps on running, keeps on hitting new highs, and you know it looks like it's gonna pull back, but it just isn't. Okay, so let me zoom in here. Okay, so let's analyze this. And at this point, there's no news to justify any of this. This is just like ape action right here. You know, low float stock, apes refusing to sell, and, you know, same deal with AMC. Apes refusing to sell, and that is causing a squeeze. Okay, so right now it's trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 25.50 and 21.50. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 25.50, and then the all-time high of 27.26. And then if it breaks that, then it's uncharted territory again. I think we're used to this by now. And at that point, nobody knows where it's going. The market will decide for itself. So if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 21.50, $20, 18.80, 17.30, $15, 13.30, $12, 10.70, $9.20, 8.30, and then 7.50. And if it comes back down to 7.50, it would fill this gap because it gapped up. Can't really see it too well, but there is a gap at 7.50, a gap up. So, not quite sure if it's going to come back down to fill that gap, because honestly, this gapped up a few times in this crazy run. But, you know, the gaps usually do fill. So, we'll see what happens with this. And the RSI is currently at 81. So, yeah, this is, again, in overbought, overvalued territory. It hit 99 last week, and then it came all the way down, and then it briefly dipped out of overbought, overvalued territory, and now it's right back in there. Although it's only at 81 right now, so not crazy overbought, but still in that territory now. So, you know, guys, just be careful. This thing keeps on running, but be careful, because it can't keep going forever. I've been saying that, but it keeps on going. But actually, it can't keep going forever. So just be careful, guys. And the volume is coming down. It didn't really do that much volume today. It did 44 million in volume, which is significantly less than it's been doing the past few trading sessions. So, volume is coming down. So, you know, based on the technicals, based on the RSI and the volume and all these gap ups, the chart would say that this is coming down. But, you know, this is a meme stock we're talking about here. And these things are so unpredictable. So, you know, the chart would say it's coming down, but based on the sentiment, you know, on stock twits, on social media, the apes love this thing, and they're refusing to sell. So I really couldn't tell you which way this is going. Logically, I would say it's coming down, based on the technicals. But in reality, nobody really knows where this is going. So, you know, personally, I just stay away from this one. I wouldn't go long or short. Because if you go long, you know, based on the technicals, that seems pretty dangerous, pretty risky. So I wouldn't do that. And at the same time, this could keep running. Because this looks like it's been coming down for a while now, and it just keeps on going. So I wouldn't even short it either, because I would not be surprised if it keeps on running again. One second, guys. Got a siren coming. Gonna mute for a second. Sorry about that. Alright, my bad. Joe, your portfolio turned green today. You don't have to work at Wendy's. Behind the dumpster. Yeah, you're funny, man. That's hilarious. No, the low roller, I think he's joking. Yeah, shares is the safer play. Options, I personally don't buy options unless it's, you know, leaps to, you know, over a year out like that. I learned my lesson with FDs. I mean, sometimes they worked out, but most of the time when I bought FDs, this is when I first started doing options. Yeah, you know, I lost money. So I learned my lesson. I just stick to either shares or leaps now. You know, I don't buy anything less than 6 months out. Low roller, I'm pretty sure he's joking. You know, it's a joke. You go behind Wendy's and then you do some nasty things for money. Man, you guys are hilarious. All right. Okay. Yeah, so personally, this looks really risky to me either way, long or short. I wouldn't do it. So I'm just going to stay away from this one. And you know, at this point, if you want to take a position in this one, long or short, it's more like a gamble, not really investing. So, you know, not going to tell you guys what to do, but either way, this is some risky stuff, so I'm just going to stay away from this one. So if you guys want to take a position in this one, or are currently in this one, good luck to you guys. Hope you guys make the tendies. I'm going to sit this one out. Too risky for me. So this is MRIN, Marin software. Yeah, you can write it off. You can write off your options losses. Big write-offs. But I mean, yeah, you can reduce your taxes, but that's not as good as making money, right? Yeah, tax write-off for years, because you can only do like 3,000 a year. So, you know, be writing taxes off for 10 years. Do the Donald Trump. Guy's been writing off taxes for like 30 years now. Ali, nope. We're gonna do BLIN and then XELA. So, almost there. We're gonna do BLIN first. Okay. So here is BLIN, Bridgeline Digital. That finishes at $12.23 today. That is up 36.34%. Give that the JPAL. Okay, I see in the aftermarket it's pulling back. It's at like 1180 right now. But anyway, let's analyze this. So, interesting stuff because this was trending last week. Had a run last week. Came back down. And everyone forgot about it. And then it ran up on Friday. And seemed pretty overbought. But over the weekend, over the long weekend, a lot of bullish sentiment. It was trending all weekend on StockTwits. So, kept running today. Excuse me. So yeah, we're talking about this again. Yeah, I thought BLIN was done. But still here. So, let's analyze this. Okay. Let me draw some. Alright, so right now, it's sitting on this support of 1223. 1220, around there. And that's what it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be $14. And then the all-time high of, well, not the all-time high, but the yearly high of 1438, which it set today. And if it goes above that, this could break out. We're going back 3 years now. Next level of resistance after that would be 1960. Do another one here. And then 2330. And then if it breaks that, it's all the way on to the upside. Then it would be 4030. 48. 50. 58. 64. And then 78. And then I didn't even draw the resistance after that, but yeah, if this breaks, 2330, it's all the way on to the upside. Now if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 1150. And then $9. And we got this big gap right here. Oh god, here comes another siren. Do I use StockTwits to scope out? Yeah. StockTwits. Discord sometimes, but mostly StockTwits. And then I use my Ameritrade scanner. My Thinkorswim scanner. Scan tool right here. I use this stock hacker tool. So just hit scan, and then it brings up all this stuff right here. So usually what's on stock twits is on the scan tool, but yeah, I just use the scan tool and then stock twits. Very good tools. Oops. Alright, so next level of support would be $11.50, and then all the way down to $9. Very wide gap here. Very wide channel. And we got a gap up. So, you know, usually the gaps do fill. So this is likely to come back down to $9 at some point. Although we got another gap all the way back here at like $3.60. So maybe the gap won't fill. You know, with these meme stocks, the gaps just keep gapping. But gotta point that out. There was a gap up at $9. And then if it breaks that, then it would be $8.50, $6.75, $6.15, $5.75, $4.90, $4.40, $4, and then it would, and then $3.60, and then the gap all the way back down here would fill at $3.60. And it seems like it has some really strong support at $3.60. So I really don't think it's going to go lower than that. But yeah. Either way, right now, there's going to be some serious price action on this stock. To the upside or the downside, we got some really, really wide channels here. So going to be a lot of price action. The RSI is currently at 96. So extremely, extremely overbought, extremely overvalued. And the volume was 98 million today. So not as much as some of the previous trading days, but still very significant volume there. So yeah, this pump is not a fluke. It's confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, personally, I would not do that. Damn, here comes another siren. One second, guys. Messing up my show here. Yes, stock twits is good. But if you want to see everything, because stock twits doesn't tell you every single trending stock. So not sure if you use Thinkorswim, but you know, it's a really great platform. The scan tool, the stock hacker, is a really, really good tool. So I usually just go stock hacker, percent change, and scan. And then you want to filter out all this low volume stuff. You know, you want to look for like, you know, nothing with like in the thousands. You want to look for like in the millions of volume. But everything you see on stock twits is probably here on the scan tool. So we got XELA, new egg, that was all there today. PBTS. BSQR. So, yeah, everything on stock twits is right here on the scan tool. BLIN. Okay. So, if you guys want to go long, personally, I wouldn't do that. That'd be really, really risky. You know, RSI is at 96. Significant volume. So, and we got the gap up from $9. So, based on all of that, the technicals would indicate that this is coming back down. Not saying it will, but, you know, 96 RSI, that's really, really overvalued. So, just be careful, guys. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but there is a chance that this is going to keep running. because this is a meme stock now. And, you know, if the apes refuse to sell, this could keep going. And if you want to short this, that would be kind of risky too. Because, again, this is a meme stock and it's very unpredictable. But logically, based on the technicals, that would seem like a good play. I'm going to consider doing it. Not quite sure yet. But yeah, you know, everything is screaming, looks like a good short play. But again, it was saying all the technicals were saying that for a few trading sessions now. And it just keeps going up. So logically, it would make sense that this is coming down and it looks like a good short play, but in reality, you can't be too sure. Because in these market conditions, in these crazy conditions, anything can happen. So maybe it might be a better play just to avoid it altogether. But if I had to choose one, if you had to pick go long or go short, I would definitely say go short. Not saying you should do it, but definitely seems like it's going to pull back more than it seems like it's going to keep running. And again, either way this goes, there's going to be a lot of price action. These channels are very, very wide. So this is another one. This is more like a gamble than investing at this point. So, you know, whatever you guys decide to do, just please be careful. This could get really, really dangerous. But personally, I might go short on this one. I don't know yet. I gotta look more into this later. But based on the chart, it looks like a really good short play. Not financial advice. So we'll see what happens with this. BLIN, Bridgeline Digital. Going to be very entertaining. Going to be a lot of price action on this next couple of trading sessions. So we'll see what happens with this. This is BLIN, Bridgeline Digital. Congratulations to everyone who made attendees today. And good luck to everyone who is going to take a position in this stock. Yeah, it's pulling back pretty hard right now in the aftermarket. Okay. Next one, XELA. Okay, here is XELA, XELA Technologies. That finishes at $2.68. That is up 42.55% today. It's running a little bit in the aftermarket. Okay, so this was the big thing last week. Everyone was screaming, this is going to squeeze, this is the next MRIN. And it did for a little bit. Gapped up from like 150, and it went a little over $3. And then it came right back down, and then it was looking like, okay, maybe this isn't going to squeeze. And today, got a really nice pump here. So, who knows? Maybe it is going to squeeze after all. Can't really say at this moment, but that's a good sign. That's a good positive sign right there. So, let's analyze this one. Okay, so right now it's trading between this rectangle, this sideways channel of 285 and 245. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 285, 320, 360. Oh my god. This is pissing me off. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on today with these sirens. I gotta move out of here. Someplace quiet. And this won't be an issue anymore. And I usually don't care. I'll talk over it, but, you know, this is important stuff, so I don't want this in the video. 1 second. Alright, my bad. Where was I? Okay, so 285, 320, 360, 410, 460, 550, 610, and then the all-time high of 782. I think that's the all-time high. No, it's not the all-time high. Yeah, that's not the all-time high, but that's the yearly high. Okay. So yeah, you know, a lot of positive, a lot of you know, upside potential here. And these channels are pretty wide. You know, once this gets some momentum and it keeps on going, this could move up really, really fast. You know, these channels are very wide. So, based on the chart, a lot of upside potential here. Not financial advice. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 240, 215, 2 $, 190, 170, 150, and then it would fill the gap at 150, 125, and then $1. So, yeah, you know, just looking at the chart, a lot of upside potential, not too much downside potential. This can only go so low, you know, like, I mean, it might fill the gap at 150, but it looks like there's really strong support at 125, and it really, really should not go under $1. Now, that was the low. So yeah, you know, this has a lot of room to run to the upside, and really can't go too much to the downside. The RSI is at 70 right now, so that is overbought and overvalued, just barely, but still overbought territory. And it did 162 million in volume today, which is significantly less than some of the last few trading sessions, but still pretty good volume there. Although not as much, so not too sure about this pump. You know, it's a bit suspicious. Might be a fluke. Not saying it is, but it is a little bit odd. So based on all of that, I would say, if you want to go long right here, it seems like a pretty good play. You know, the RSI is saying overbought, but looking at the support and resistance, like I said before, a lot of upside potential here. Very wide channels on the upside, to the upside, and very narrow channels to the downside, and not too much room to run to the downside. Like, you know, we got strong support at 150, strong support at $1. So this really can't go down too much, and it has a lot of potential. to run to the upside. You know, once it starts blowing through these levels of resistance, it's all the way on the way up. Especially if this blows past, like, if this blows past like $3, this could be a moonshot. Not saying it will be, but looks like a really, really bullish chart, to be honest. We might even get a cup and handle. You know, if this goes up to $6, $8, it's going to form a cup and handle. So, really bullish looking chart here, quite honestly. So, I would say if you want to go long, looks like a good play. The RSI and the volume, the RSI would, you know, the RSI is telling us something different, but looking at the chart, looks like a pretty bullish play. So if you want to go long, I would support that. I'm personally not going to do it, but just looking at the chart, looks like a really good play. And if you want to go short, I probably wouldn't do that. This might come back down to 150 to fill the gap, but like I said, you know, really can't go down too much. The channels are very narrow, so you're probably not going to make too much money going short if you want to do that. So, not financial advice, but yeah, really bullish looking chart. So, if you want to go long, seems like a pretty decent play. A lot of upside potential. This could pay off really big if this does in fact squeeze. And, yeah, I just really don't see a point in going short. Like, you can make some money, but kind of risky. Because, you know, this is trending on social media. Has a lot of squeeze potential. So you really don't want to be caught in a short squeeze. That'd be really bad for you if you're taking the short side. So, while you can make money going short, it's probably not even worth it. And there's not too much risk if you want to go long. This can only go back to like 150 and like $1. So if this does come back to 150, that seems like a really, really good entry point there. I might even enter at 150 if it does come back to 150. So yeah, if you want to go long, seems like a good play based on the charts. And if you want to go short, you might make some money, but not really worth it. Not really worth it considering the bullish sentiment on social media. You'd be taking a risk there. So, yeah. That is XELA, XELA Technologies. Congratulations to everyone who made tendies today. And good luck to everyone who is going to take a position in this stock. Streaming from the Wendy's dumpster. Man, you in the Wendy's dumpster, you're hilarious, man. Yeah, all-time high is $30, but got a long ways to go from there. Let's get to $8 first before we talk about $30. Yeah, Zakaria. Yeah, you know, really, really bullish here. Upside potential. As for PBTS, you know, like I said, looks like a cup and handle here. So, could keep running, but based on this cup and handle, well, there's no handle yet, but there's a cup. So, I kind of think this is going to pull back. Not saying it will, but, you know, cup is formed, so next thing is the handle. So, maybe in the short term, it's going to pull back for PBTS, but, you know, a little longer term does look bullish. Okay, next one, OSAT. Okay, here is OSAT, Orbsat Corp. This finishes at $8.40 today. That is up 54.41%. Crazy pump today. This came out of nowhere. And it is pulling back a little bit in the aftermarket. Okay. So yeah, no news to justify this price action. Really can't explain why it pumped today. So I'm just guessing. Some ape stuff is going on here. You know, pretty low float stock. So, potentially a squeeze. Let's analyze this. Let me draw a few more here. Okay, so we got a gap up, first of all. Gap up from 550 today. So, again, with the gap ups, the gaps usually do fill, so this is likely to come back down to 550 at some point. Can't say when, but eventually it is likely to fill. Orbsat, not quite sure, actually, if it's part of the space grade. I don't think it is. Orbsat. Oops. I think it's a communications company. I don't even know what, yeah, I'm not sure what it is actually. Let me look it up. But I think before I looked it up very briefly. I don't think it has to do with space. Well, it's satellite communications, so I guess that has to do something with space, but they're not like flying rocket ships into space or anything. They're a satellite communications company. So, a little bit to do with space, I guess. But, you know, it's not like Virgin Galactic or SpaceX where they're shooting rockets into space and stuff like that. Anyway. Hey, Monica. Thanks for being here again today. They have a deal with SpaceX. Well, that's cool, but they didn't just sign one. So, and thanks for saying that. I didn't know that. So, yeah, apparently they have a deal with SpaceX, but they didn't sign that today. So, yeah, today's action really not justified. All right, so right now it's sitting on the support of 840, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be $9, and then the year high, which it hit today, of 1080. And then there is more resistance after that. Yeah, and then if it breaks 1080, it's on to 1350, 15, 16, 18, and then, yeah, all the way up. So, yeah, very wide channel here between 9 and 11. And then if it breaks 11, if it breaks 1080, this could rocket up, you know. Not much resistance after that. Nothing is going to stop it from rocketing up after 1080 if it breaks that. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $8, $7.70, and then we got some pretty strong support after that. It'd be $6.50, $6.30, $6, $5.80, lagging a little bit. 580. And then it would fill the gap at 550. And then $5. And it looks like there's some very strong support at $5. So I don't expect this to go below 5. Very unlikely it goes below 5. The RSI is at 78. So that is in overbought, overvalued territory. Not crazy overbought territory, but still in there. And a lot of volume today. It did 87 million in volume today. That is by far the biggest volume day in the past year. Maybe in the past 3 years. Let me see. Yeah. Biggest volume day in the past 3 years. Maybe ever. I don't know. I can only go back 3 years. But yeah, by far the biggest volume day in the past 3 years. Next biggest volume day was 13 million. Today we had, we had 87 million. So incredible. What is that? Like 6-7 times the previous biggest volume day. So yeah, a lot of volume. So this pump is not a fluke. It's confirmed by the volume. So, oh yeah, Diamond Hands on MRIN, right? Congratulations to you on MRIN. You did good on that one, Monica. And I guess you're in this one too. So, based on the technicals, it looks like going long is a pretty risky play. RSI is up there, the volume is up there, so those are likely to pull back. So logically, it seems like this is going to pull back. But again, we're talking about social media stocks. I wouldn't call this a meme stock just yet, but it might be pretty soon. And we just saw on the chart, if this continues to run, there's not much resistance. There's not many levels of resistance. So if this continues to run, this really could keep mooning. So personally, I wouldn't go long. Seems a bit risky, but it could pay off really big if this does in fact continue to run. It's just that the RSI and the volume is telling us that it's likely not going to continue to run. And if you want to go short, based on the technicals, looks like that would be a good play. Just based on the technicals. Gapped up at 550, so likely to come back down to 550 eventually. And the RSI and the volume is telling us that this is likely to come back down. So, if I didn't know anything about this company and I just saw the chart, I would say going short looks like a good play. But yeah, this is a social media stock. This is popular on StockTwits. So, either way, really risky stuff here. So it might be better just to stay away from it completely. If you want to take a position in this, at this point, this is really risky, and this is more like gambling, not investing. So, either way, there's going to be a lot of price action. Very wide channels here. So, if you want to take a position, do it at your own risk. I might go short on this one. Don't know yet. But personally, I would not go long on this one. Not saying that it won't pay off if you go long. It very well could. But personally, I probably wouldn't do that. I'm even scared to go short, but I might do it. I have to look more into this later. But yeah, honestly, probably the best thing to do is not to do anything at all. At this point, it's gambling. So, yeah, based on the technicals, logically, it looks like it's coming back down. Logically, it looks like shorting is a good play, but logic goes out the window when it comes to stocks like this, when it comes to these social media meme stocks. So this could keep running, and if it does keep running, it really could moon. There's not really much resistance at all. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do on this one. Either way, risky stuff. Probably better just to stay away from it altogether. So yeah, congratulations to everyone who made tendies on this one today. And good luck to everyone who's going to make a play on this. Good luck to everyone who's looking to take a position in this stock. Going to be really entertaining. There's going to be a lot of price action on this one. So we'll see where this one goes. It is smarter gambling. Not quite sure if this is smarter gambling. It might just be gambling, straight up. Yeah, this is a risky one. High risk stock right here. High risk, high reward. Yeah, Monica, Zakaria likes PBTS. We like the stock.
We like the stock.
Oh, she got out. No diamond hands. Probably smart thing to do. But yeah. So, congratulations, Monica, on the gains. Okay, last one. BSQR. Okay. So here's BSQR, Bsquare Corp. This was trending last week, and the sentiment kind of died down. It was pulling back. Everyone thought it was done. Apparently not. It's back. So this finishes at $7.05 today. That is up 77.14%. Okay. So, no news to justify this price action. So this is probably, again, just more ape stuff going on. So let's analyze this one. So I see a cup and handle. Very narrow, not narrow. Very long cup and handle. Very vertical cup and handle here. But still a cup and handle. Here is your U, very long U. So based on that, I do expect this to pull back, looking at the cup and handle, probably to around like 6. Probably going to pull back to 6 to form the handle and consolidate for a little bit. And again, we have this gap up all the way back here at around 250, 260. So again, when something gaps up, usually the gap fills. So this is likely to come back down to 260 at some point. Or it could just gap up again, like these other meme stocks. And the gap will not fill. We'll see. How far back does this go? Okay, not that far. Okay, so right now it's sitting at the support of $7, which it closed at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 775, 840, 880, 920, 1020, 1150, and then the all-time high of 1183. Some pretty wide channels here. Not too wide, but pretty wide channels to the upside. So if this goes to the upside, there's going to be a lot of price action. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $6. $4.90. $4.35. $4. $3.70. $3.30. $2.80. And then $2.60. And then it would fill the gap at $2.60. And it might go a little lower than that. It would be, after that, it would be $2.30 and then $2. And this really shouldn't go below $2. Seems like there's really strong support there. Okay, so RSI is at 68 right now, so not quite overbought and overvalued, but approaching that. Almost there. And the volume was 202 million today. Very significant volume. Not quite the biggest volume day. That was last week at like, what is that? That was like 240 million. It did last week, but still over 200 million today. Very significant volume. That is the second highest volume day ever. So this is not a fluke. This pump is confirmed by the volume. So, I mean, if you want to go all the way back, this might be a larger cup and handle here. The top of the cup would be at 12. So this might run to 12 to finish, to top off this huge cup over here. Not saying it will, but this potentially is a larger cup and handle within a cup and handle right here, which was formed in the past few trading sessions. So there is a good amount of upside potential here. You know, these channels are really wide. So if this continues to move to the upside, there's going to be a lot of price action. And if this goes to the downside, once it breaks 5, once it breaks like 480, there seems to be a lot of support there. So there's more upside potential than downside potential here. Now, based on the RSI and the volume, that would tell us that this is likely to come back down. And also, in this cup and handle that was formed in the past few trading sessions, that would also tell us that this is coming back down. It's more likely to come back down. So, in the short term, I do think this is coming back down. Not saying it will, but got a lot of indicators here supporting that. So, if you want to go long, I probably wouldn't do that. This may keep on running. But it looks kind of unlikely that it will, quite honestly. So, but if it does, this could hit 12 to fill this to fill the top of this cup right here. And if it does keep going, there's a lot of upside potential. It's just not very, it's more likely that this is going to go to the downside than the upside. So yeah, you know, if you want to go short, seems like a pretty decent play. You probably won't make the most money in the world, but this is probably going to come back down a little bit. Not significantly, but this probably will pull back in the short term. Probably to around 6, because that's where the handle would start to form and consolidate. The top of the cup here was around 8, and the bottom was like 4, so the middle of that is 6. So just my prediction, just my opinion, not financial advice. I think this is going to pull back to 6 and start to consolidate. So if you want to go short, you can probably make some money on this, but not the most money in the world, so might not even be worth it. This one I'd probably stay away from, because it's kind of hard to predict where this is going to go, and it could pay off if it goes to the upside. It's just unlikely that's going to happen, and it's likely that this is going to come back down. It's likely that this is going to pull back, but not too much money to be made there if you want to go short. So there's probably better opportunities out there in the market, and I'd stay away from this one altogether. Risky to the upside and not too much downside potential. So probably just a better move to stay away from this and to search elsewhere in the market for better opportunities. But that's just my opinion, not financial advice, so you guys do whatever you want. Yeah, that is BSQR, Bsquare Corp. We'll see where this goes in the next few trading sessions. Gonna be really interesting. Either this is going to fade away again and no one's gonna care, or this can stick and become the next meme stock. So we'll see. So congratulations to everyone who made tendies on this one today, and good luck to everyone looking to take a position in this stock. All right, so that's the analysis for today. Went a little long, but we had 6 today. We usually only have 4 or 5, but there was a lot of things going on today, so yeah, covered all of that. That's the analysis, and let's get to the Yolos. And today, nothing too crazy with the Yolos, just a few fun ones, so let's take a look at that. One second, guys, pulling this stuff up. OPNT, sure. Opiant Pharmaceuticals. A lot of volume today. Interesting. Not too much price action. Oh, wait. Aftermarket. Okay. I see. Okay, so this is mooning in the aftermarket. Wow. Mooning a lot. But it's interesting because it did a lot of volume today and it didn't have too much price action in the actual trading hours. Might have to make a play on this one. I mean, we'll see where this finishes, and we'll see where this opens tomorrow. Positive study results. From opioid overdose nasal spray. So it's like Narcan. So this is supposed to be a better Narcan, I guess. That's cool. Okay. Well, you know what's coming next. Well, no guarantee, but usually with these pharmaceutical companies, good results, stock moons, then what? Offering. It never fails. Price offering. But yeah. I'm probably going to short this one down. Getting destroyed on Clover, CLNE, a workhorse. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when you go all in on meme stocks. Shorting time, yeah, damn right. Well, we'll have to see how far this runs in the post market. That's just weird. Why is this running in the... Oh, because the information just came out in the post market. No, that's not true. Hold on. So the news dropped. Oh, wait, no, it did. Okay. So this just dropped at 4 o'clock. Oh, I see. But then why was there so much action? Why was there so much volume in the regular trading hours if there was no news? Insider trading much? Interesting. Well, yeah, the market is reacting very positively to this news, to their new drug results. Looks like it's sitting at 20. Looks like there's a lot of resistance at 20 right now. Interesting. Yeah, this looks like a short play. This looks like a short play. Right here. Rumor, yeah, could be. Rumor. Yeah, thanks for sharing this, Monica. This looks like a short play right here. $20, wow. Yep, time to short. So I'm either going to take a position either tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay. It looks like it's done at 20. I don't know, we'll see, but a lot of resistance at 20 right here. Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Monica. So this looks like, not financial advice, but looks like a really good short play right here. I'm probably going to be in this one. I love shorting these biotech stocks. It's like easy money. Not all the time, but most of the time it works out. Is this trending right now on StockTwits? I'll check later. Okay, let's get to the Yolos. This one's by James B. Holden. Low roller. We can look at that one after I'm done with these. He says, CLNE, am I effed or do I hold? And we're just going to look at the options here, because, you know, that's what a real ape does. That's a real YOLO. Options. We don't buy shares. What you talking about? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. CLNE. The cow fart stock. $9.50. Okay, so what is this? 19K YOLO? Yeah, 19K YOLO. They're already down $8,700, down 46%. Good. So 125 calls for the 12 strike, expiring September 17th. All right, this is pretty tough here. Joe, did you sell? Or are you still in this one? Because you got in at a good price, man. 780? You could have dumped at 14. Fat tendies there. Yeah, this is tough. Because that's over 2 months to go. And $12 is definitely possible. But it looks like it's going to go back to like 8. You know, it broke this resistance right here, or the support of like 970. It looks like it's on the way back down to 820. So, this is tough because this is still very possible to hit 12 by September 17th. But at the same time, already down like 50%. You're kind of committed to this play at this point. Yeah, this is tough. See, what you don't do is you don't do this in the first place. You don't put yourself in bad situations like this. Because now it's like, oh, do I hold and do I risk the rest of my 10K? Or do I just pull out here and save my 10K? So I'd probably say, if it continues to the downside, if it keeps going down to the 8 to 820, then you got to cut. Probably got to see how this goes in the next few trading sessions. If it gets back above 970, then you could probably keep on holding and reevaluate. But if this keeps moving to the downside, yeah, that's really bad. At that point, you got to cut. So, tough situation here. And, yeah. The best thing to do is not to do it in the first place. Because this is really nasty. Down $8,700. Good chance you're going to be down 100% if you keep on holding. But, decent chance that it actually is going to come back up. So, you know, what do you do here? Really tough. Don't do it in the first place. But yeah, at this point, you got to keep an eye on it. If it keeps going down, you got to cut. And if it goes up, then you can keep on holding. But really tough spot here. It's not looking good. So, James B. Holden, thank you for posting. Sorry for your loss. So far, it's not over yet, but really not looking good. Good luck to you, man. Hope this works out for you. Yeah, if this keeps moving to the downside, you got to cut. At that point, it won't be worth it at that point. And if this goes to the upside, then you can consider holding. But, yeah, this is a really tough spot here. So, sorry, man. Good luck to you. And please post updates. You went into CLNE, Clover, Wish, and CLF. And you left. Well, as long as you're in the green, that's all that matters, man. Yeah, I was in Clover and Wish. I didn't really like CLNE and CLF or UWMC. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry you lost on UWMC, but as long as you're in the green, cool. You can't complain. So I hope you're in the green, man. Alright, this one is by Saucy Penguin. Saucin Penguin Wee. Penguin Wee. They say NVIDIA 2023 rocket. Wow, very nice. So yeah, we got leaps here. I like this one a lot. You know, you guys know me. If you're going to buy options, you buy leaps. You don't buy FDs, or you're going to be behind the Wendy's dumpster. So very well done here. Got 7 calls for NVIDIA. This is not a meme stock. This is a legit blue chip stock. Everyone likes this one. This is not GME. This is not AMC. This is a legitimate, very good company, NVIDIA. What's it at right now? $8.30. Okay. So we got 4 calls for the 760 strike and 3 calls for the 800 strike. So they're all in the money already. And still has a year and a half to go before these expire. So still a lot of room to run. This was a 45K YOLO. And right now, he's up 85K, up 186%. So yeah, very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Got nothing bad to say about this one. I like this a lot. You know, already up massive, 186%, and still has a year and a half to go. So in a year and a half, this can keep on going. You know, past 1,000 possibly. So this is gonna work out really well. Well, I don't want to say that 100%, but very likely this is gonna work out and print fat tendies, more fat tendies already than he already has. So yeah, good strike prices, good expiry dates. Not sure when he bought these, but definitely not FOMO. So very nicely done. I like this one a lot. Nothing bad to say about this one. Very good play here. Very well executed. So, Saucy Penguiny, congratulations so far. Still got a year and a half to go, but already massively up. And it looks like there's just more tendies to be made. So, yeah. Nicely done. Congratulations. Thank you for posting, and good luck to you. NVIDIA low roller, it's just going to automatically adjust for you. So, not sure what is it, like 5 to 1 or something, 4 to 1. So it's automatically just going to adjust the strike prices for you. You know, your brokerage will take care of that. Okay, this one is by Capital Bid 1257. They say, don't bet against the rat. Disney earnings play, 69 contracts for 69K. Okay. So, a meme within it. Well, this is not a meme, but meme play here. 69 for 69K. So, another one. Pretty similar. What's Disney at? $174. Okay. So, this is similar to the last one. We got 69 calls here for Disney, 19 for the 180 strike, and 50 for the 200 strike. These are leaps too. They're not 2023, but we got for the 180 strike, that's for January 2022, and for the 200 strike, that's for June 2022. So, not much of a gain so far. A little bit, $2,000. The rat, yeah. The rat, Mickey Mouse. 69K play. Big fan of Dogecoin and Elon Musk. Well, just a big fan of memes, yeah. So they're not in the money yet, but, you know, it's Disney, blue chip stock, legitimate stock, not a meme stock. So, likely to pass 200 by, well, it's at 175, 174, so no guarantees, but this is likely to finish above 180 by January 2022, and likely to finish above 200 by June 2022. So, a little bit more risky than the last one, but I still like this one a lot. I'm not sure about the whole 69 thing. That's just for the lulz, but yeah, you know, 6 months, 6 months and 11 months, 12 months for this to work out. No guarantees, but this is likely to work. So, I personally probably would have went for 2023. I usually like going for the furthest out options. But, you know, anything above 6 months out is a good play. I support that. I like the strike prices. I like the expiration date. And I like the 69 too. That's hilarious. So yeah, this should work out. This should go really well. Unless something ridiculous happens. You never know. But unless something crazy happens, this should work out really, really, really well. So I like this a lot. Very well done. So, Capital Bid 1257. Thank you for posting. Great content here. Nice plays. I like this a lot. Nice change from all the idiocy, idiocracy you see on Wall Street bets. So, yeah, good luck to you. This should work out, unless something ridiculous happens. So, yeah. I'd like to see some updates, eventually. Please post updates. Congratulations so far. This should work out. So, thanks for posting, man. Good luck. Yeah, that's true. 2022. Well, the Fed says that they're not going to do anything till 2023, but a lot of people don't believe that. So, yeah, maybe by 2022 we are going to see inflation and, the market's going to slow down. But according to the Fed, they're not going to do anything till 2023. I just don't know how believable that is. But hopefully they're telling the truth, and we're not going to see any interest rates going up until 2023. I'd like to see we would all like to see the market keep on running. Sure they will. Yeah, nobody believes them. It's hilarious. Every single week they come out. I promise, Jay Powell. I promise I will not raise interest rates. We're thinking about raising interest rates. We're not going to do it till 2023. And then the whole market's like, yeah, every time he talks, every time this guy opens his mouth, him or Janet Yellen or Joe Biden, the triple J's, anytime they say anything about the economy, market just tanks. So it's better if they just shut up and not say anything at all. But I hope they're telling the truth. But the market does not seem to believe them at all. Okay, this one is by Scytherism. They say ride or die. Lordstown Motors. You sold cover calls against ATOS July 16th. If the price gets to the strike price. No. Well, the person on the other side has the option. The buyer has the option of executing the contract, which usually doesn't happen. I've been selling options for years. I've never once got the buyer on the other side execute the order. So they have the option to do that. And in that case, they would be executed, but that's unlikely to happen. So probably you'll just have to wait till expiration. So no, it's not instantaneous. It will be instantaneous if the buyer decides to execute, but they probably will not. And so therefore, it's probably going to execute on expiration date, most likely. So you don't have to worry about that. But hey, I'm proud of you, man. You're learning covered calls. That's great. So, extra income there. So, best of both worlds. If it doesn't expire above the strike, you keep the money. And if it does, you keep the money and you sell. So, very powerful tool there, covered calls. You drove by the warehouse. Wasn't there rumors like there is no warehouse and there are no cars? And then they were like, oh yeah. And then they did this whole PR thing and then let the press come in, the media come into their factory just to prove like, okay, we have legitimate cars. We have a legitimate warehouse. Yeah, I wouldn't buy Ride because they literally the CEO and the CFO resigned because they thought they're going bankrupt. So I don't know why you would buy this. If the CEO thinks they're going bankrupt and resigns, why would you buy this? I don't know. Apes. So, Zakari, hope that answers your question. But good stuff, man. Glad you started selling covered calls. Okay, so we got 70 calls here for Ride. That's at the 12.50 strike, expiring August 20th. So this was a 10K YOLO, $10,500 YOLO, and he's already down 53%, down $5,600. Good.
Good.
Ride or die. Well, let's ride it now. I don't think this is going to go good. 9:30. This is tough. Yeah, this is tough. Because this certainly could work. 12.50. Yeah, simpler way to get extra bucks. Most likely, they're going to expire worthless, and you just keep money. And, you know, as long as you set your strike price equal to or above what you bought it at, you can't lose. So, as long as you're willing to hold it. So, yeah, good stuff, man. Glad you're starting to do that. Yeah, this is tough. 1 month, one and a half months for to hit 12.50. Yeah, this looks kind of unlikely, honestly. This is another tough position. This is like the first one where this has a chance of working out, but you're already in so deep, and if you cut, you're gonna be at a massive loss. But you're already committed so much, and there is a chance of it working. So, again, the best thing to do here is not to do it in the first place and put yourself in messed up situations like this. Now, at this point, I'll probably just say what I said for the first guy. Although this is only a month and a half out, so if this continues to go to the downside, you gotta cut. Honestly, I just probably cut this either way. This is not looking good. Maybe if he had more time, you know, like a few months, not 1.5 months, then maybe you could give it a shot and continue to hold. But at this point, it really is not looking good. And Ride, the company itself, I don't like the stock. Again, the CEO and the CFO resigned because they think the company is going bankrupt. So I don't know why anyone would buy it in the first place, but here we are. So personally, I would just cut this one. You know, save your 5K. Already down 5,600. Yeah, just save yourself the 5K, bro. This is probably not going to work out. And even if it does go above 12.50, it's probably not going to go that much above 12.50, so you're risking a lot of money for a low payout. So, yeah, bad situation here. So, what can we learn? Don't buy FDs. Use realistic strike prices. I mean, I guess 12.50 is realistic, but not the greatest. Not the biggest fan of that. Yeah, only reason to buy Ride is a momentum squeeze. Ape squeeze. But I just don't see it happening. Maybe it will, but you definitely shouldn't buy FDs. Well, you shouldn't buy any position just because you think it's going to squeeze. You should buy it because you actually like it. You like the stock. You know, like deep effing value. Deep effing value. The legend. He didn't buy GameStop because he thought it was going to squeeze. He bought it because he liked the stock. So that's the first mistake. Buying it because you think it's going to squeeze. And then buying FDs, that's the second mistake. And I mean, it's just my personal opinion. I think Ride is a bad company. I don't like the stock, so that's another mistake. So all around pretty bad play here. And yeah, already down 53%, down $5,600. Not likely to work, so I think the best play at this point is to cut and save yourself 5K, because if you don't cut, this is probably not going to go good. So yeah, tough situation. It sucks, but probably the best thing to do at this point is to cut, unfortunately. So, Scytherism, I was going to say congratulations. Sorry for your loss. So far, not over yet, but not looking good. So, hope this works out for you. Good luck. Personally, I would cut, and I hope you do as well. But either way, good luck to you, and please post updates. Alright, last one. This is by Wall Street Moontime. They say, how effed am I? Alright, that's Rite Aid, right? R-A-D? Yeah, Rite Aid. Is Rite Aid even around? I haven't seen Rite Aid for... I thought they got bought by Walgreens. Was that Dwayne Reed? Anyway. Okay, so we got Rite Aid. 99 calls. Expiring October 15th. He's screwed. Well, let's see. So this is the 25K YOLO, 26K YOLO, already down 12.6K. That is down 48%. Good. Oops. Okay. So $18 strike. So it's at $15.50 right now. I mean, that's not unreasonable. And there's a gap down at like $20 at $19.50, around 20. So it's probably going to come back to 20 eventually. And it looks like it's kind of leveling out here, consolidating. This is another one. Another tough position here. Although I will say, like, at least Rite Aid is a legitimate company. It's not one of these dumbass meme stocks. Yeah, probably the same advice. This is a better situation than the other guys, because at least this is a legitimate stock. And if you look at the graph, there is a gap down. So that's a bullish sign. And it is undervalued right now. RSI is at 30, so it is undervalued, oversold. So at least he has that going for him. Now, will this finish at 18 by October? Maybe. At least this isn't 1 month out, you know. This is 3 months out. So, decent amount of time there. It's tough, though, because he's down a lot of money. So this one, I would probably hold on to this and just reevaluate, because there actually is a legitimate chance this could work out. You know, 18 is not that unreasonable. I just wonder why he's down so much money. That's pretty nasty. Anyway. Yeah, so at this point, unfortunate situation, down a lot of money. But he can hold on to this one. I'd probably hold on to this one for a little bit longer and see if there is. This should recover. This should go to the upside. And it seems like there's pretty strong resistance here, too, at like 16. So, the chart looks pretty bullish. The technicals look pretty bullish. So, I think the best thing to do here is to hold right now. And there's no guarantee it's going to work, but I think holding is better than cutting losses right now. And I don't even think this was like that bad of a play. He just probably FOMO'd in at the wrong time. Yeah, pretty unfortunate. It's not the worst play in the world, but just the trade went kind of bad, and pretty effed up situation right now. So how effed am I? Kind of effed, but there's still hope. A lot more hope than the other guys. You know, bullish chart, blue chip stock, legitimate stock, not a meme stock. So, and expiry date is 3 months out. There's a decent amount of time for this to work out. So not a total FD, still kind of an FD, but not a crazy FD. So yeah, this could still work. I think holding is the best play. Unfortunately, kind of sucks, but holding is probably better than cutting. So Wall Street Moon Time, thank you for posting. Sorry for your loss so far. Tough situation, but there you got some positives going for you here. So, I think the best thing to do is to hold and to reevaluate like every single week. If this keeps going to the downside, probably have to cut at that point. But it looks like there's some pretty strong support here at 16. So yeah, I think you should hold, and maybe you won't be that effed, but maybe it will be. But hope is not lost yet. Still got some hope here. So thank you for posting. Sorry for your loss so far. Good luck to you. Hope it works out. And please post updates. Yeah, I did see last week Rite Aid was trending. No, I think it wasn't trending for a good reason. I think it pulled back because some bad news came out. What happened last week? Yeah, they got downgraded a lot. Everyone downgraded them. JP Morgan, Deutsche. Evercore. So yeah, the street, the boomers, the institutions, they don't like this one. Unfortunate. But yeah, you know, this is undervalued right now. Gap down, so bullish chart could work out. Hope it does. Okay, low roller. We're gonna do yours, and then that's the show. Went pretty long today, but covered a lot of stuff. So, where's that link? Where is it? Okay, here it is. I'm getting destroyed on Clover, CLNE, and Workhorse. Huh. $69,000. Lol. Is that a coincidence? Well, getting destroyed on the stocks and the options here. He's up on CLNE. Options. Might not be though. 14. Okay, yeah. So, oh, those are sells though. These are sells. That's why they're not buys for CLNE. These are sells. Okay, so he sold covered calls, it looks like. So at least... Okay, so it's not all that bad. But $12 buys here. Fungus bubbles. SoFi for January 2023 or January 23rd, 2022. I'm assuming it's January 2023. 25 strike. You shouldn't be that nervous, man. If it's for January 2023, I wouldn't be that concerned about it. You know, you got a year and a half to go. It's just like, yeah, you probably lost a decent amount of money because that's what happens with options. You know, like the slightest drop, you're gonna lose a decent amount of money. But if you have leaps for SoFi, not guaranteeing it's gonna work out, but I wouldn't be too concerned about that. You know, that's just what happens when you buy options. The swings are crazy. You know, the amount of money you gain and lose. So, honestly, I wouldn't be too concerned just yet. Maybe if it gets to, like, you know, next year this time, like July next year, 2022, and it's still sitting at $17, then I might start getting a little nervous. But, yeah, man, you still got a year and a half to go. A lot of time. And yeah, I know it sucks. You probably lost a decent amount of money, but I wouldn't worry about it too much just yet. 11%, ouch. Go. Yeah, but hey man, at least you didn't buy FDs. That could have been the worst thing. You know, like a couple weeks, couple months out. Yeah, I wouldn't worry just too much. I wouldn't worry too much just yet. Yeah, I think Fungus Bubbles is new. Haven't seen him before, but appreciate you watching the show, man. Glad to have you here. And if you really want, not saying you should do this, but if you really got balls for this and you really like the stock that much, you could average down. Either with shares or more leaps. Not saying you should, but shares, that's not such a bad idea. If you want to buy more options, could pay off. Not saying you should do that. That could be a little risky, but if you want to go for shares, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Averaging down with shares. And if you really believe in SoFi, you know, you can average down on the leaps too. Okay, so back to this. Yeah, this is pretty bad. CLE. Yeah, so $12 strike. Well, by December, that's not the worst, I guess. You know, got 5 months there. But yeah, down a lot of money so far. Honestly, as long as he diamond hands, this shouldn't be too bad. Because, you know, probably Clover, Workhorse, CLNE will come back at some point. So this isn't as bad as it looks. Not as bad as it looks. You know, he has shares, so you could just hold this. There's no expiration date. You could just keep holding. He sold covered calls on the CLNE shares. Very nice there. I like that. So at least he can make some money back by selling covered calls, and he could continue to sell covered calls and keep averaging down that way. Only bad thing here is the CLNE $12 calls here, the buys, which really isn't all that bad because there is a good chance that it will hit $12 by December. So I think this is a little bit deceiving. I'm not in love with the CLNE $12 strike calls here, but definitely could be worse. Shares. He has a lot of shares, so not the worst thing in the world. As long as he holds, he should be okay. And he should also sell covered calls on the Workhorse and Clover shares as well. And just average down. Keep averaging down. Sell weeklies, monthlies, whatever. So it's pretty nasty right now, but honestly, this isn't all that bad. Yes, please like the video, guys. Thanks, Akaria. So, this is kind of decent here, honestly. Probably just FOMO'd in at the worst time for the shares. But, as long as he holds, as long as he keeps selling covered calls, should be okay. If CLNE sell options call, it forces his sell. Yeah, if it expires above $14 by July 16th, then he's forced to sell at $14. Which wouldn't be a bad thing as long as he bought them for below $14. Then it's okay. Then he's in the green. Just like I was telling Zakaria, selling covered calls. Always a good idea, as long as you're setting the strike price above what you bought, equal to or above what you bought the shares for. Joe says he found me because he saw a bunch of people lose profit and needed to see some more people who lost more. Yeah, bigger apes. Fungus bubbles. He thought about adding because he set aside half. Yeah, that's never a bad idea. Adding shares, that's probably a smart idea. Adding leaps, a little bit more risky, but again, like I said, if you really like the stock that much, if you believe in it, go ahead and just average down on the leaps. A year and a half, that's a lot of time for this to work. So, but yeah, guys, that's the show for today. Appreciate you guys. A lot of people in here today. Channel is growing very nicely. Every day there's more people in here. Love talking to you guys, interacting. What do I think about the PPP loans? Well, just in general, with all the money printing, right? Yeah, inflation will catch up eventually. But right now, nobody cares. The Fed says they're going to do it in 2023. Don't know how believable that is. It seems like the market doesn't really believe them. It kind of seems like the market thinks it's going up in 2022, the interest rates. But yeah, eventually it's going to catch up to us. But in the moment, right now, nobody cares. We're going to ride this. We're just going to keep riding the wave until the bubble pops. So, and I think that's the consensus. Everybody agrees that at some point, this isn't going to end too well. But until then, we're just going to keep riding the wave. Keep printing attendees. I get more popular, more trolls hit. Yeah, mostly I get positive feedback, positive comments. Once in a while, I don't know, every 1 in 10 idiots, they're going to say something hateful. Whatever. I don't care. YouTube is crazy. I mean, I knew the internet was crazy, but yeah, once I started doing this, it's like, wow, where's all this hate coming from? People got nothing better to do with their lives, just sitting in their mom's basement. Whatever, bro. But yeah, guys, that's the show for today. Anything else before we go? Wow, went for 2 hours and 20 minutes today. Glad you guys stuck around. Appreciate you guys a lot. Questions, comments, concerns before we sign out? All right. Yeah, of course, Joe. Thank you guys for being here every day. You know, you guys are in here. I really appreciate the support. Appreciate, the chat, the interaction. A couple months ago, I was in here just talking to myself every single day. So it's really fun. Appreciate doing this. Love talking to you guys. So, yeah, thanks everyone. And at 1K, I'm going to give away 3 PS5s. Just giving back. At 100, I gave away an Xbox, but yeah. At 1K, I'm going to give away 3 PS5s. Just to give back to you guys. Alright. So, thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, hit the like button. Please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. I was lagging there a little bit. Let's try that again. Just want to make sure I got the shot. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.